Imagine this, you hit level 100 in Tower Defense Simulator. The gods from Paradox Games descend, granting you an attack helicopter, my favorite gender. But wait, that's it? After conquering 100 levels, you're handed just 4 towers? The first 2 are often overlooked, the third is only used for specific strategies, and then Pursuit? Let's just say it's not exactly a game changer. Pursuit should be somewhat prestigious, not a common sight in everyone's inventory if it's really worth 1,500 Robux. And what about those mentally unstable people who reach level 900? You know, the ones that have never seen grass in their entire lives, deserve more than just a pat on their back when they've trapped themselves in their room like a prison. That's why today we're diving into a potential solution for the lack of rewards post level 200. Because let's face it, the TDS grind does not stop at 100. Those high level players deserve more rewards for that remarkable achievement. But you can hardly call Crook Boss a remarkable achievement. Now how can I hate on him? He's an excellent tower, especially after the rework. He spawns guards like he recruited all of Italy to join the Mafia, significantly boosting the DPS. Well, that sounds great and all, Crook Boss shouldn't be that powerful for such an easy level, however, Gold Crook should be. I would use Crook Boss instead of Turret, the level 50 reward. And I don't extensively need to cover Turret because it can easily be replaced by Gold Mini, Normal Mini, Excel, or any DPS tower that isn't terrible. And Turret also falls short when it comes to DPS. I can't even remember the last time someone seriously used Turret. That's how useless it is. Okay, pause the video for a second. I don't know why I decided to flame Turret so much when I first recorded this, but Turret's actually not that bad. Turret's not that unique, and for a level tower I feel like there should be something different. Anyways, back to the scheduled video. There's no reason to use Turret when you should have Mini in your inventory by this point, and if you don't, what are you spending your money on? Reaching level 50 isn't too difficult either, so I wouldn't work towards getting Turret. I would work towards getting Mortar. You see, level 75 is actually quite challenging to reach, which is why Mortar is actually quite good. Not good enough to always be in my loadout, but I'll cut it some slack because it's pretty effective for events. I mean, it completely dominated waves 18 and 19 in Krampus's Revenge. Mortar just feels right at level 75. There isn't anything I have to criticize about it, aside from the lack of skins, and the same can be said about Pursuit. This copter has no skins, but it's a great tower. You can also assume that level specific towers shouldn't just end at level 100. Let's dive deeper into our imagination. What else should happen with higher levels? Well, anything beyond level 200 should offer some incredible perks, but I'll explain some ideas for that after we address levels 100 to 200. I think these levels should follow the same pattern as the current levels. Every 25 levels, you can obtain a tower, but which ones? Well, let's exclude existing towers, we don't need to cause complete chaos. I believe unreleased towers should be introduced beyond Pursuit. Towers like Mecha Base, War Machine, Hacker, and even Void Miner. If you're not familiar with what any of these towers do, I can explain. Mecha Base is a spawning tower that creates missile-armed robots that walk down the track blowing up everything they see. And War Machine has a Gatling gun and missiles. It's pretty similar to Commando, except like not horrendous, assuming that this video comes out before the Commando rework. War Machine and Mecha Base have been leaked long before time had a name. Hacker is a very mysterious tower. This is the only image we have of, who's initially designed as a support tower that sends dozens of drones to stun and kill enemies along the track, and even ram into flying enemies. But none of that compares to how cool Void Miner is. Void Miner would accumulate corruption throughout the match to sell for money. I believe that if corruption was saved for future matches and even spent to spawn Hidden Wave, it would be worthy of a level 200. The introduction of Void Miner also would mean the return of Hidden Wave. Now these towers could be placed accordingly across the tiers leading up to level 200, but what comes after that? Well, we could introduce special game modes or skin crates that offer additional perks beyond this point. This is where a little imagination comes into play. I would propose creating a special game mode or an enemy testing area to give skilled players early access to new features. Of course, this would just be for bug testing before the full update. Then we could introduce skin crates that offer lava skins or freeze skins for bullets that freeze or burn. That would be incredibly cool and make the gameplay much more replayable. And these are just some ideas to improve the currently flawed level system in TDS. Look, don't get me wrong, I'm grateful that there are level rewards so that leveling doesn't feel pointless. But once you surpass level 100, that number starts to feel lackluster as it's only used for bragging rights. There should be rewards for players who invest a significant amount of time into the game when they're grinding for Excel or Engineer. And TDS doesn't necessarily need to create new content from scratch. They can use existing concepts and towers that need some polishing. Overall, this would encourage more active players who are eager to obtain those towers simply by playing, because once you have Excel and reach level 100, all you're really left left with is to grind for gold crates. Now 2024 may bring an update like the one I described, however what is more likely is a series of events, hopefully not delayed, as they have started using old enemies for events. That makes the production of events way faster, so maybe we can actually get them on time and more of them. There will also be significant quality of life updates. I'm assuming this because of the Crook Boss rework, which was very good, and leaks of military base reworks, and new zombie animation. At the dead least, I'm hoping for a spring event this year. Maybe it'll be even better than the last one. Yeah, that'll be pretty hard to beat. Yeah, my bad. Hey, we'll see what happens, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.